Here we go. We got our top 10 second baseman heading into the 2023 season. This is a difficult position to rank here. A lot of guys not really full-time second baseman. A lot of guys just suck. So we're gonna we're gonna do this the best possible way we can. We had a couple of guys move positions from last year too. Jazz Chisholm, who would probably be high on this list. He's gonna be moving to center field for the Miami Marlins on the team there. Like you said, Tommy Edman. Before Tommy Edman, he's gonna move over to short for the Cardinals. So
Jake Cronenworth over to first base.
right. So we got a lot
LeMahieu
of
going to third. It never ends.
right, a lot of guys shifting. Second base, nobody really wants to stay at second base.
Yeah,
So
I mean, who wants to play second base?
I would love if you started though with your list, unless you really want me to start. But
Well, if you would love if I would start, then I'll do it for you.
all
But
right, then
all
you
right.
start.
So I would just like to say before I start that this list so far, and probably for the rest of the duration we do this, has been the most difficult and like mind-numbing list to make just because of everything we just said and the fact that so many guys are so close together, and also the consistency of this list. Like, there's not a lot of consistent second basemen in baseball. Guys have a good year, they have a bad year. They have a good year, they have a bad year. Only the guys at the top of this list seem to do it year after year.
Right.
All right. 10, I got Gavin Lux. 9, Brendan Donovan. 8, the most overrated player in baseball that we both agree, but he still makes my list, Ozzy Albies. 7, Jorge Polanco. 6, Colton Wong. 5, Brandon Lau. 4, Marcus Semien. 3, Jeff McNeil. 2, Andres Jimenez. 1, Jose Altuve.
All right, Brandon Donovan high on that list.
Hmm?
After he's listen, and he's where do I have? I have him 8th. He had a fantastic 2021, fantastic 2020 if you want to count it. But 5 after a 691 OPS last year. Very interesting. Albies. I I don't know. I know we were talking about it before. You got Albies on the list. He does not make my list.
When
Little
he's healthy, he's like for sure a top 10 second baseman. He's not, he could get as high as 6 or 5 on this list when healthy, but he was hurt last year, but he had a really good 2021. And when you looked at the other guys on this list, I know I'm a Yankee fan. You probably have Glaber on your list. I'm not going to put Glaber over Ozzy Albies.
See, the problem is this is the thing with Albies and Glaber. Glaber last season, by all accounts, just expectation for this guy and what we thought he was going to be. Glaber's year last season wasn't that great.
Right.
He had a 767 OPS, a 114 OPS plus. In Albies' 2021 season, which he came in 13th for NL MVP, he had a 799 OPS and a lower OPS plus than Glaber did this season.
Yeah. I mean, you're leaving out a major part, the defense. That's why his WAR numbers are so high.
Albies, yes. Yeah. Albies is a good defender. You got to give him that. Where'd you have McNeil? I'm sorry.
3.
Who'd you put ahead of him?
Jimenez and Altuve.
You put a Jimenez over. All right.
Yeah, so when I first made the list, I had I was telling you I was struggling 2 through 4. I kept interchanging guys. I actually had Semien, McNeil, Jimenez 2 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, because I was looking at it over a 2-year span. But then I was like, let me get more into last year only. And I saw the year Semien had. I know he got off to a really bad start, and then he started coming into his own.
He turned it on
August and September, and I'm sure next year I wouldn't be surprised if he's number 1 on this list. That he's that good of a player. But the numbers for McNeil and Jimenez were pretty substantially better than Semien last year. So just for the how good they've been recently, I gave them the edge. And then Jimenez compared to McNeil, you look at the past 2 years. McNeil's got, for example, WAR, he's got like a 0.3 better WAR in about 45 more games compared to Jimenez. Jimenez had the better year last year, although it was very close offensively. They were both fantastic. But because of the defense and just the overall tools of the both of them, I gave it to Jimenez. But it's really, you could make it 2A, 2B.
I love it. I
How would
kind of
how would
flip flop there too.
how would it be to still have him if you could have still gotten Lindor? Maybe just
Imagine if we
take a
could,
Ben, just take Rosario.
if we could have just traded Ahmed. Yeah, I would have loved it. That would have been beautiful. All right, I'll go here. At number 10, I've got Gleyber Torres. Number 9, Ketel Marte. Number 8, Brandon Lau. Number 7, Brendan Donovan. Number 6, Jorge Polanco. Number 5, Colton Wong. Number 4, Marcus Simeon. Number 3, Andres Jimenez. Number 2, Jeff McNeil. Number 1, of course, Jose Altuve.
You weren't kidding about Colton Wong.
No, I listen. I crunched the numbers before we came on.
Yeah.
There was no reason for me not to put Golden Wong. Like him and Polanco were like very similar.
Yeah. I think one thing that we could understand from this list is a good second baseman, or a great second baseman, actually, over a long period of time is like extremely rare nowadays because guys move to short, guys move to third, whatever they do, they move to
or guys
outfield.
move there later in their career.
Yeah, like Semien. He was a shortstop for the bulk of his career with the A's, and then he moves to second base, starts putting up all these good numbers, right? Jimenez just came up. He's a new face. Jose Altuve is a guy, he's like a Robinson Cano, where he's been playing second base his whole career. Year after year, he seems to be at the top of this list. So it's pretty rare to see that at second base. Even, I was talking about DJ before. He's moving around. He's become a kind of utility guy. He's probably going to be their third baseman next year. So I bet he better be their third baseman next year than freaking Josh Donaldson. But
I saw a TikTok from Michael K a couple of days ago. I don't know if you saw this. Apparently, the Yankees like love Donaldson. I don't know
why.
I don't know if this is the Yankees kind of telling Michael K, say it on your radio station, get it out, get it out, get it out. So that other teams like, oh, the Yankees like, maybe we'll take the flyer and just eat the money and take a prospect too. They still think there's something in that bat. They love his defense. I don't know, but
no, I don't think that's what it is because, if I'm a team saying, well, the Yankees love him, why the hell do you want to trade him so much if you love him so much? So,
right.
No, I think they actually do love him. I mean, he was, I'll give him credit. He was a phenomenal defensive third baseman last year. He really was. He was great at third base. One of the best defensive third basemen in all baseball. The hitting, I hope it's not old age, but it really seems like it is. He's just become a guess hitter. He can't really seem to keep up with that fastball anymore. He better, I don't know, man. He just eat the freaking money and keep the guy on the bench. Like, please.
We will see that'll do it, though. You got any other issues with my list?
Ketel Marte is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Really like him, actually, as a player. Didn't make my list. He's another guy. We're talking about guys who bounce around center field. He's playing second base now. He can play short. He's a utility guy. I want to ask you about Gavin Lux because that's a guy that, he's been a big prospect, and me and you in our fantasy leagues have been all
I love Gavin Lux.
He hasn't worked out for us in the past. But last year, he seemed to, start hitting his stride. And he's only 24 last year. And he's going into his age 25 season. So this guy's got a lot of baseball in front of him. And I think he could still be a star in this league.
Yeah. I like him too. I think he'll probably, if he's playing second base. Listen, they didn't sign many players and they lost guys. So he's going to have to play a big role for this team. And I think he's going to step into that. I agree with you. I think this guy if he's playing second base, he's going to shoot up this list. He'll be on this list for me. But Gavin Lux a good call out though. I like that. He's going to have to play a role, I think, and he's going to have to step up, and other guys too on that team, younger guys on that team too. Where are they going to play him at second? They want to throw him at third. I mean, do they need a third baseman? They lost Turner.
I'm assuming they'll keep him at second.
Yeah. What do they do? Muncie's. Where's Muncie playing?
He's been third.
Muncie's been third. Okay.
Third. Last thing. You're big on Colton Wong, and we'll get. And I had him 6. You had him 5. I had him 6.
Yeah, Colton Wong.
We'll talk about this obviously when we get more on our main podcast when football's over and we get more into the baseball talk and everything like that and our predictions and whatever. Me personally, I was big on the Mariners last year. I'm going to be big on them again. You look at this team, they just got Colton Long. They got Teoscar Hernandez. They have Julio Rodriguez. They have Ty France. Cal Raleigh made our list for catchers. It's a pretty good lineup.
It's a really good team. Their pitching is really good. We talked about that in a video a few weeks ago with your brother. They're going to be good. I mean, they're not going to be Astros good, but they should definitely make the play. I mean, they should make the playoffs 100% again.
Imagine if Jared Kelenic is anything more than horrible too.
And they have to expect that he's going to be better. And if he is better, that's just another plus for them. 100%. This is going to be a good team. Adding Long, he's a good defender. He's a good player. It definitely helps. And I mean, what are they replacing Adam Frazier? That was a terrible trade. Yeah. So, wow, Adam Frazier was high on this list. He's probably really high on this list last year.
Yeah, it's fun about doing this for a couple years. It's how these lists change.
Yeah,
I gotta take a look at that.
But yeah, they're gonna be a good team too. You know who I'm high on? I'll just spoil it. I won't say anything else. I know I was high on them last year. I'm high on the Blue Jays again.
Oh, here we go.
I like the Blue Jays again.
We'll
discuss that. Yeah. We'll discuss that for sure. Yeah. What's the next one? Shortstops, correct?
Yep.
Very intrigued to do the shortstops. Thank you for watching. We'll be back.